Welcome in the second part of the tutorial devoted to an introduction about C2A. In this part we are going to see how to set the location and date for the current map. We will see how to zoom in and zoom out in the maps, and we will understand what are the most frequent interactions with the map. So let's start by setting up the location for the current map. The easiest way to set the location is to click the location label in the dialog zone at the bottom of the screen, and the same result can be achieved by simply going into the option dialog box and selecting the location tab. So here we are in the location tab. We can define here the longitude of the location and the latitude here. The altitude has to be entered here, and this is where we specify the time difference between the local time and the universal time. Here in France we are just 1 hour ahead. This is what we call the UTC offset. This option here is important because this is where you specify if you are in summertime or wintertime, and C2A automatically proposes to you to set that parameter twice a year at the time of changes. An even easier way to set the location is simply to go into the predefined location list. If you read the documentation, you will see how you can define your own predefined location. Once this is done, all what you have to do is select OK, and your new location is taken into account. Now let's see how to set the date for the map. So the easiest way again is just to click the date label at the bottom of the screen, or you can type F7 on the keyboard and select the date tab. So you can either use the dynamic date and time of the PC, so it means that your map is going to be displayed for the date and time of your PC, or you can define yourself your own date and time, either in universal time or local time. Let's say I'm going to select here the 23rd of September at 000 local time. I can use that button to set easily that time to 0, or I can use the current time from the PC or the current date. And then once this is done, I just click OK to close the dialog box, and I can see here that I have now the sky on the 23rd of September at midnight universal time. As you can see here, there is a close conjunction of between Jupiter, Uranus and the Moon. There are a few shortcuts to know to set the dates. If you type on your keyboard equal, it means that the date and time are going to be set to the current date and time of the PC. So it's a very effective and a quick way to set the current date and time from your PC. If you type plus, you are going to increment the time by 1 hour by default. You can specify the increment into the options dialog box. So if I type several times the plus key on the keyboard, I just see the sky moving on during the night or during the day. I type equal again, and if I type the minus key on the keyboard, I go backward in time and I can see the sky as it was a few hours ago. Let's now see how we can zoom in and zoom out very efficiently. To zoom in, it's very easy. You just draw a rectangle with the left mouse button. You have a red rectangle, and it's going to be the new view which is going to be displayed in the screen. Here it is. I can see here zoom in on the planets Saturn, Mars and Venus. If I want to zoom out, I do exactly the same thing, but instead of just clicking the mouse left button, I also push the control key on the keyboard. And that time I draw a green rectangle, and the smaller that rectangle is, the higher level my view is going to be. Pretty easy. To identify an object, it's actually very easy also. You just double click the object in the map. If I click Venus, I then get all the information about the identified object into the information zone at the left, in the left part of the screen. If I position the mouse on an object in the map, and if I click the right mouse button, I get a certain number of actions I can perform, such as centering the map or drawing the constellation boundaries. If I have selected an SAO star from the SAO catalog, I can also zoom in and zoom out, and I can also use the telescope menu if a telescope is connected to the computer. I can also request the visibility of the object, which is very useful because it's going to give you the visibility of the object during the next night. And here for Arcturus, we can see that it's going to be visible at the beginning of the night until midnight, and it's going then to set. I can add other information, such as the visibility of the moon, and obviously here we are very close to the new moon, because the moon is not going to be visible at night for the current night. If you want to quickly identify an object, instead of double clicking the object, you can press the shift key on the keyboard and then click the object, and you have quickly the name of the object. If you want to know the angular separation between two objects, you draw a line with the mouse, and at the same time you press the Alt key on the keyboard. Pretty easy. It allows you to know exactly the angular separation between two objects on the map. That's it for the second part. More to come in the next part of this tutorial. Thank you.